Hi guys, Brishti is here and thanks for joining. In this video, I'm going to create this glam makeup look using only Wet n Wild products. This is my first one brand tutorial for my channel and I'm really excited. So without any further ado, let's begin. So guys, the first product is of course the primer. This is Wet n Wild Prime Focus Impossible Primer. It is a new launch of Wet n Wild and it is a silicone based primer. Now I like to use silicone primers a lot because only silicone primers fill the uneven textures, pores, fine lines of skin and give a smooth surface to work with. Also, it sticks to skin very well, so the foundation also does not move. But this Wet n Wild primer has very thin consistency. It is hydrating but not giving me good blurring effect. I am not a fan of this primer. I am applying extra quantity of this product to have some smoothing of my skin texture. The next product is also a new launch of Wet n Wild. It is their Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator Tinted Skin Veil. It is a CC cream type of product. It is available in 4 shades and I'm using the darkest one, medium tan. But guys, this one is so very light for me. The shade description of this product is very wrong in all online stores. I'm really upset with this product. The shade name is medium tan, but where is the tan? This shade will go with NC25 or below. Now I'm applying a very thin layer of it on my face today. Also, I have to cover my neck, chest, all visible parts of my body so it look in same color. Now it gives matte finish and medium coverage. If you have dry skin, then you will need to have very good moisturizer under it. For concealer, I am using Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Medium Tawny. I have changed my concealer routine. My new technique is giving me more uplifted look. Now I like the formula of this concealer a lot. Once it settles on the skin, the concealer hardly moves from its place. I never have faced creasing issue with this concealer. Now what I don't like about it is the shade. The shade is a little cool tone. I like concealer of warm tone with little peachy undertone. If you have strong dark circles, then you definitely need to do color correction before application of this concealer. Otherwise, it will give you gray tone. Now, this concealer settles very fast, so it need to be blended as soon as possible. Next, I am using Wet n Wild MegaGlo Contouring Palette Dulce de Leche, which is Spanish word that means caramel. I hope I have pronounced it correctly. First, I am using the banana powder. This powder is very finely milled and it sets the face quite well, though it does not give any extra coverage. Then I am taking the bronzer. This bronzer is absolutely matte and it has cool undertone. Therefore, it is perfect for contouring the face. Now, I like the shade, but this bronzer does not stay on skin for a long time. So, I don't prefer to use this bronzer that much. Next is my favorite drugstore bronzer and see its condition. I purchased it from Mitraz and the very first day it got little jerking and the whole cake broke into hundreds of pieces. I feel so upset when I see this bronzer. Now it is Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade What Shady Peaches. This is a beautiful warm brown shade with a little coral undertone. Also, it has little shine and it gives beautiful sun-kissed glowy tan on skin. I just love this product. Now for brows, I am using Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Retractable Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown. On one side it has a spoolie and on other side a very flat thin pencil. Now this product has very waxy formula. It fills the gap of brows very nicely, and because of the waxy formula it settles the brow hairs on place. If you use this product, then you don't need an extra brow gel to set the brows. After doing my brows with the pencil, I'm using the concealer once again, and using a very small shadow brush, I'm drawing thin lines above and below of my brows following the brow lines. Then I'm blending it very well. It gives brows more precise look. I have seen James Charles to do this technique in his videos. For eyeshadow, I'm using a newly launched product. It is Wet n Wild New Color Icon 10 Pan Shadow Palette in the shade Call Me Sunshine. First, I'm applying a transition shade using the first shade of the top row. Then I'm using the second shade of the top row. It is bright yellow shimmery shade and I'm applying it on the inner part of my upper eyelid. When applied with finger, this shade gives little more color payoff but also little fallout. Then I'm using the first shade of the bottom row. It is a dark brown matte shade. Now this shade has much less pigmentation than what I have expected. It looks much deeper in pan but not on eyes. I am applying little setting spray on my brush to have little more pigmentation out from this shadow. Then I am taking the second shade of the bottom row. It is a olive green shimmery shade. Now I am applying it on the middle of my upper eyelid to have a transition color from yellow to dark brown. Then I am using the third shade of the upper row. It is a matte shade and I am applying it on the lower eyelid. Then I am again taking the second shade of the lower row and applying it on the outer part of the lower eyelid. Then I am using Wet n Wild Color Icon Kohl pencil in the shade Pretty in Mink. It is a cool tone dark ashy brown shade. The formula of this Kohl pencil is very nice. It is pigmented and glides very smoothly on skin. And at inner corners, I am extending the line a little and joining it with the lower waterline. Now to curl my lashes, I am heating my color just a little bit. It gives much better curl. For mascara, I am using Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara Very Black. It gives very good length with little volume. Now one problem of this mascara is that this mascara could not hold the curl of lashes very well. Now all the mascara that I have in my vanity, this one has the best wand. To line my lips, I am using Wet n Wild Color Icon Lip Liner Pencil in the shade Brandy Wine. To fill the lips, I have used Wet n Wild Mega Lust Matte Lipstick in the shade Cinnamon Spice. Now guys, my camera has stopped recording and I have missed some footages. Then I am using another lipstick. It is from the same range and the shade name is Sandstorm. It is medium brown shade. Using this shade, I am reducing the redness of my lip color. These are the 3 shades of lip liner and 2 lipsticks that I have used. For highlighter, I am using Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade Palm Beach Ready. Now though it is a bronzer but it has very shiny texture. I use it as a highlighter and it gives awesome bronzy glow to the skin. Now here is a side-by-side swatch comparison of 3 bronzers that I have used today. The first one closest to my wrist is What Shady Bitches, a beautiful warm brown shade with little shine. The middle one is Palm Beach Ready, a beautiful high shine bronzer, and the last one is Dulce the Leche. It is a matte cool tone brown shade. So guys, this is the final look of today's makeup, and if you are still with me then definitely give me a thumbs up and also don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. See you soon in the next one. Bye guys.